Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into out of ore and showing you how to make millions using oil refining. If you're a new player and you might be struggling to get some income, this will definitely help you because it is very low cost. You can use this on any map as well. I'll also be going over the breakdown of the cost, price analysis, as well as return on investment. You can also use this at any level. You don't need to be high level. You can get in and start making millions. So let's get this started. On some maps, you'll have exposed coal nodes. This is where you're going to find oil. You'll see how they're exposed. Some maps there's not. I'll show you that in a second. First thing you're going to want to do is grab a metal analyzer from the store. It's very cheap. Run over to the node and you'll see it pop up as coal. And you'll find the darker spots on these maps could potentially be coal. You're going to need to look around. You'll see a lighter spot and then a darker spot. That generally indicates that there's a node there, especially on an older map. If you're on an older map, you just grab a pickaxe and start smacking the ground until you see, well, whatever this is inside here. This just happens to be coal and it'll pop up in your inventory as coal. Okay, now that you guys know where to find coal, we're going to show you guys what you guys actually need for the shopping list. The first thing you're going to need is the oil pump, which is only $1,500. Then you're going to need the oil refinery, which is $8,400, as well as the liquid tank for $6,500, a power input times 1 for $1,500, and a solar panel 300 kilowatt for $18,900, as well as one power cable for $10. This will add up to a whole whopping $36,810. Unless you have the new skill tree, which will bring that price down depending on how many you have upgraded into it. However, if you're new, you probably don't have any of those things upgraded anyway, so those probably won't apply to you. And at this current moment, there's no difference between the way the pump is going to work at 1x speed or 10x, so save yourself some money and just run a 1x. It's cheaper. For the assembly portion, this is pretty easy. See, you have the oil pump, and well, it has to be placed on, well, coal. Right? So if I look over here, it doesn't want to work. Now it lights up green, but it's facing the wrong way because I'm going to spin this thing around and put the pipe opening away from the wall so that I can build the rest of this. And we're going to place that down. Yeah, right around there looks good. And you see a little arrow. That is where the next part's going to go, the refinery. We're going to snap that onto here. All you have to do is look at the opening where you want to snap to. As long as you have snap mode turned on, it'll snap in properly. And then we're going to make sure we snap on the fluid tank to the end, just like that. Then the power input snaps onto the oil pump right here at the end of the thing. You'll see it snap in place when you look at the right location. And then we have the solar panel. We're going to put this anywhere. It's okay. As well as the cable connecting the power to the power input. Look at the top here and to the top of the other one and connect them up. That's all you have to do. Very, very simple, very easy. And all you have to do is make sure it's placed on coal. That way you can start drawing oil. We're going to go over all the breakdowns so that way you guys can see how much money this thing is going to make and some little tips and tricks at the end of this video here. How do you know this whole thing is actually working? First on, go over to your solar panel and make sure it's turned on. Now it's turned on. Then go over to the power input and make sure that is turned on. Then you'll see the whole thing is working because the pump will be going up and down and there'll be smoke coming out of the refinery. Make sure you click on the refinery to make sure you're getting crude oil to oil conversion, as well as the tank to make sure you're actually storing oil. And this is how much you guys should be making. You should be making 1 barrel per second. It should take you about 9.2 minutes to pay off, well, all the costs of the stuff, as well as you'd be selling it for 67 a piece, and maximum profit per hour will be 241,200. So that's an insane amount of money to make very easily. All you have to do is just go over to your little piggy bank now, which is your tank, and the liquid tank will definitely have a lot of money in there after a couple hours of gameplay. When you're already digging, you don't need to take loans, guys. Just dig up some stuff and just go hard for it and get one of these up and running. This makes it an absolute money exploit, cheat, whatever you want to call it. It absolutely smashes. And we cannot sell these things automatically, so you're going to have to sell these things manually. You can go ahead and hold down Control and then left click these out to make it a lot faster. And then unfortunately, you're going to have to go into the store and sell them manually. Make sure you go up to the top, hit sell. And yes, you cannot control click them. So you're going to have to drag them one at a time. You can see a full stack sells for $664,000. It is insane. That's why we're calling the new liquid tank the piggy bank. One cool thing is if you can't find coal anywhere, and maybe that's not where you want to build your little oil money making factory, you can always just place coal on the ground by hand. Then you can place the oil pump wherever you want. All you have to do is buy some coal from the store and get your plant going. Build the plant of your dreams. And here we have a gigantic 11 setup here going on. And yes, you can stack as many as you really want. It doesn't matter. Go crazy with it. You can put them all in a row. You can put them wherever you want to put them. Just remember that little trick that we showed you in the beginning, that we could stack the pole lines up however you want. And yes, you can even pipe them all together into one massive freaking giant piggy bank. This little piggy bank with 11 can hold almost $2.7 million per hour, as well as it's going to hold a giant whopping almost $27 million in this piggy bank. If you found this video helpful, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. You never know, I might get you guys on a live stream.